It's now 4 o'clock. I mopped the fucking floor because I was so bored. Not had a customer for about 2 hours since, well, I've had about two. Sorry, I've had about two. Two motherfucking customers. And that's it. There's been nothing else to do. I mopped the floor, but to make it more interesting, I put loads of fairy liquid in it, so it's all bubbly and funny. Yeah, that's how boring it is. That's really how boring it is. You're playing with fairy liquid. So it looks like someone's had a big foam party in here and it's all woo! That is so boring, isn't it? Normally, I'd just be studying looking at that and going, you're a weirdo. But yeah, I know that's what you're thinking right now. And I'd feel the same. Don't worry, please don't feel like you've got to apologise if you've thought that. Because I would be too. I'd be horrified. Do you know what I mean? I've only got 3 hours left now. Thank fuck for that. I swear I'm so bored of this. I don't think I'll do this again. It's too boring. There's nothing. There's a few bad points about it, right? Number one, when you go to the hatch and people are paying for something, and you open the hatch, obviously the hatch goes outside, so a draft comes in, and if they're smelly, right, you get this slap around the face by this sweaty, grubby stinker, and it like does hit you like a slap, like that, but much more brutal, much harder, like a proper pimp slap around someone's face. That's one thing. Two, it's such a lonely job. I'm a happily talkative person, and this is just so boring. The most depressing thing about it is you can see everyone's asleep in the houses. You can see all the lights are off, and you're like, why am I not asleep? Do you know what I mean? They're going to be getting up for work, and I'm still be here, like, doing this Irish jig. It's stupid. That's all that I'm doing. I've still got Michael Jackson on. I've been listening to Michael Jackson for 4 hours now. Just like, I like doing that. I might do an Irish jig. God, what if they check the security cameras? What are they going to think? Number two, yeah, it's lonely. Number three is possibly the fact that I don't think there's a third, actually. Oh yeah, the wage isn't brilliant for it. I mean, I know that I'm Mr. fucking Muscle and everything, but you know, there's a limit to what you're going to put up with, and I'm not putting up with this for much longer. It's fucking depressing. I got called Sweetie earlier as well. It's meant to see my muscle then. What a little chicken. Anyway, I'm so scrawny. Oh, feel sorry for me. Anyway, this guy came up about 3:30 it must have been, and he ran to the door. He was in a taxi and he ran to the door, and I'm thinking, are you either going to the cash machine or you're thinking that the door's open, which it's obviously not going to be. If you've ever been to a petrol station, it's not going to be open at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, he went to the door, didn't he? And he stood there like waiting for me to open it, and I'm thinking, mate, I'm not going to open the fucking door. So I'm looking at him going like that, like, you know, international symbol for come the fuck over here. And he did in the end. He finally saw me, which you'd think, since the automatic door isn't opening, you'd think, maybe it's locked, because it's an automatic door. It opens automatically if it's open and unlocked. Anyway, finally comes over. To cut a long story short, he's asking for tobacco and everything, and I'm like, blah, 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 here you go. And then he's like, thanks, sweetheart, and you have a nice night. And I was like, fucking hell, I didn't expect that. It was like quite alright, normal at first. And then he just goes like that, and he wasn't taking the piss as well, because he was serious. He ran back to the taxi, mincing with his wrist swaggering. So yeah, it was a genuine woolly woofter. I was quite shocked, do you know what I mean? It wasn't that bad looking actually either, but really not for me if it's mincing like that, do you know what I mean? I like mine to be just as butch as me. See that? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? just dancing to myself. I always dance, I'm such a dancey person. Anyway, I'll keep you updated because I've only got like a few hours left now, and nobody probably even watches these anymore. They probably only watched the first one because they thought, what's this pillock doing? And probably lost interest. So I'll keep you updated, chicken. It's now starting to get light and I'm getting more tired. It's only been half an hour since I last made a video, but I'm really quite tired. I've got a lot tireder in the past half an hour. I think it's because I've not been doing out well. So it's light now and I'm just going to go do note. But I've successfully passed my time here again. But like I say, I will not be doing this night shift ever again. It's just so tiring. My body clock's so out of sync when I go home now. I'll be asleep all day. And it's just depressing. You can't enjoy the sun or out. Anyway, cheers for watching if you have.